So, you know what time it is. Another transgender tales from the bathroom. My topic tonight is kind of in between how unfairly people like me and others get treated by law enforcement, and the fact that the awkwardness of using the bathroom that aligns with our gender. Now, to start things off, in my life, I've only been to jail one time. I know, shocking. My time going to jail was a couple of unpaid parking tickets, which I thought was kind of nitpicky, but then again, well, I guess when the law is broken, well, someone's got to, pay for it. I spent a week inside jail. I was treated probably about as unfairly as, one could be treated. I was listed in jail under gender unknown. And I went into jail with toenails painted, hair long, looked like a girl, nails done, and generally looked like a girl. In fact, someone across that could see me, we spoke briefly on the way to court during the walk, and she didn't see anything wrong with me. Just a 6'2" tall woman, and she didn't see any problem with me. She did, however, find out after she got out of jail that, well, I was transgender because somebody in town that knew her, knew me, and, well, outed me. Which, being outed completely sucks. Which is one nice thing about living in a new town. I don't get outed. Not like I used to. Holy crap. Trying to knock makeup over here. But truth is, while in jail, I was at first kept in solitary confinement in pretty much the basement until the last 2 days of that week, where they moved me to a brand new unopened pod with some dude who was like 85 years old, half blind and couldn't hear. I passed the time literally by sweeping the floors, continually, pretty much. There was a lot of construction dust and a lot of things that needed to be done, so I did them just to keep busy. Otherwise, I pretty much slept. And was made fun of from everything from my boobs to the fact I had a snaggletooth, as they called it. Now, pretty much, truth be told, it was the most horrid week of my life. I understand jail is not supposed to be pleasant. Wouldn't expect it to be, because then everyone would want to go to jail. But, however, it was bad enough that I probably cried a few times. Just because of the treatment. In a way, I felt like I became a running joke to everyone in the building. My only saving grace is, thank God they didn't put me in GP as far as men. Let's face it, that would have probably made it 1,000 times worse. But just the treatment by staff wasn't cool. I have seen plenty of episodes of Cops where even if we look 100% female, they still have a bad habit of calling transgenders, females, men. This isn't right, because they're not a man. I mean, legitimately, it pissed me off when I kept being called. And, unfortunately, continued to happen. Now, as far as bathrooms, while I was earlier on in my transition, before I got all my identity card and everything changed to female, I could either hold it, or I would attempt to wait for one of the, like, family bathrooms at Walmart where it's male or female, just so I didn't have to answer any questions. There were a few times that I had to go, and the men's room wasn't open. So what did I do? I dipped my happy butt into the ladies' room. And worried about it, someone becoming white as a ghost and staring at me because I came out of the ladies' room. Now, I use the ladies' room. I'm the one white as a ghost because I'm afraid someone's going to go, hey, you don't belong in here. And my return would be, hey, why are you worried about my genitals? When you're in the bathroom with me, I'm not worried about yours. You know, deal with it. But that's kind of the way the world works. People, because of their ignorance, refuse to accept the fact that what they see may not be actually what they see. That 6'2" tall woman walking into the bathroom may not be a transgender. There are a lot of health conditions that can cause a woman to grow to the height of 6 foot plus. I met a girl in Williston, North Dakota, who was 7'6". Not an everyday occurrence for me to look up at a girl and be like, oh, hi. Doesn't happen often. But it does happen. Now, I went on a road trip to go see my endocrinologist who was in Grand Forks, North Dakota. And the trip from Williston, North Dakota to Moorhead, that's quite a few hours. We ended up getting held up because we destroyed a pinion gear in the Chevy Tahoe that my sister was driving. And I'd get dirty looks going into the ladies' room, especially in a little town called Carrington, North Dakota, where about as redneck as you could get. Backwoods, country, redneck, you know, good old boys carrying shotguns in the back window kind of situation. And a couple of them probably had Dixie horns. Who knows? Now, I'm not a stereotypical type of person because I've lived in the South. Considered myself a redneck a few times. So, no judging, just to get that out there. But these people were about as close-minded as it got. I had a guy standing in line while I was waiting at the hotel registration desk, waiting to ask a question. And this guy looks at me and I was like, could I help you? Do you stare at women on a daily basis? Which he kind of just went on about his business. But using the bathroom at gas stations, truck stops on the way down there, got a few crooked looks a couple of times. But I guess they figured, well, if she's going to the bathroom, then she's pretty damn certain of what her gender is. Or they just didn't want to start a fight. Could have been that too. And while in Moorhead and Grand Forks, I used the female bathroom. What people don't realize is when someone like me, a transgender girl, is going into the bathroom, they're not going into the bathroom to think about the girls' vaginas in the bathroom. They're not. They're not thinking about looking at them. They're thinking, I want to use the bathroom. I want to get it done. I want to get it over with. And I want to go resume my life doing whatever it was I was doing before I walked in the bathroom. That's legitimately what I think about. I'm like, I want to get in here, get this shit done, wash my hands, and get the hell out. Now, people out there would try to look at it perverted and be like, oh, you know, that person's not quite right. They're going into the bathroom to do things. Those are the people who would do things if they were in the women's bathroom. But everyone I know who is a transgender woman, and yes, I refer to that a lot because that's the only thing I don't know. I don't know about being a transgender male. I just know about being transgender female. But people may think that. That's their own sick thoughts. Most of the girls I know, same thing. They just want to use the bathroom and get the hell out. They have a need. The bathroom is a means to an end. So, for anyone out there who might happen to see this video that thinks that we're out trying to look at other girls in the bathroom, or heaven forbid a little girl, you can stop thinking that. Bathroom is a bathroom. We all go there for one thing. To drop one cargo or another and get the hell out. That's just the way it goes. There are a lot of states where, I guess, even still, if you have it changed on your ID, I've heard this, not fully understanding about it, you still can't use it. But that's not fair either. Because if I see this chick that's hotter than hell walking in the men's room and I'm going, whew. And then I'm like, she ends up having to disclose someone, oh, I'm transgender, I'm using a bathroom that the state tells me I have to use. I'd be like, oh my God, it's dangerous for her. Same thing for, assuming for a trans guy. It's dangerous. Guy walks in the bathroom, you got 3 or 4 girls beating his ass before he gets out. Some of the ways that we're treated isn't fair. It shouldn't be done that way, but it's because people are ignorant and fear transgenders. There's nothing to fear, really. It's just, we're here, they're here, we're not going anywhere, obviously. So deal with it. We're not aliens, but it'd be like if aliens landed on this planet. They're here, you're going to have to deal with it. But I'm sure even then people would hate them. Because people can find a lot of reasons to hate someone. They're not fair. Sometimes they're speculation. And sometimes downright false. But people find a reason. So, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm going to cut it off here. If you liked the video, subscribe. Comment if you like. Feel free to share. I do these to try to help people. Whether it be someone who's cisgender who doesn't understand, or someone who's transgender who doesn't know what's coming. I'm pretty much make content for everyone. But mostly, it's to help out the transgender community. So, I will be coming out with another video tomorrow night. I bid you all good night. Enjoy your evening and stay safe.